We are back with a very, very special request. That is the journey of Noah's. I don't know why, but I
Yes.
always want to say their name like that. I think because they have that cute punctuation. It makes it seem
Yes.
like it should be epic.
Yes. I'm so sorry, you guys. You guys probably don't see it, but I'm like, why am I doing
What's happening? Are you all right?
my hair is just like poking my eye. But anyways, too much information.
Is that the power
Um,
of newest?
I know, right? It is the power of newest.
Already.
Wow. Already taking off my
Already.
glasses. Okay, anyways. Special thanks to our wonderful subscriber, Astrid.
Yay! Woo-woo!
I know it took a second for us to get here, but that doesn't matter. We're here. So we are here to learn about newest. And I have to say, so many of you guys are really excited that we are watching this as well. I saw, quite a few comments of you guys saying, oh, you guys are finally watching newest now, or egg tart. One of our favorite carrots. Also mentioned getting into newest, newest as well. So
Yeah. And I honestly feel like this might be a bit of like it's different, but I always say iZone breaking up meant that we got a bunch of great girl groups. I feel like I'm going to recognize a lot of people that I didn't realize were probably from newest that are from newest.
yeah.
Like I'll probably see a lot of people. I'm like, oh, I like a song you made. Oh, I recognize that guy from K-drama. It's interesting. Even if it didn't last, I bet they still got to build great opportunities from it. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to see what it's all about. It's always in the algorithm. I never don't know anything except for Beck.
Yeah. Recently watched Baekhyun with Bath, and if you guys have not seen that, he has a new song out called Elevator, and it is very good. And also listened and watched to New Rules. I listened to his mini. I really liked it as well.
Yay!
So
Isn't it very? There's a lot of like alternative rock.
yes, I love it
in there. There's a lot of I thought it was very well done. I'm excited for number 2, which I hope is coming.
I know, right? Elevator's just a single right now. But
and there's only one guy. What if they're all that great? They probably are.
Yeah. And so, so you guys, just that disclaimer, that we don't know any of these guys. Nope. So if we say, the guy with the side swept bangs with blonde tips or something like that.
Very specific. I won't say that. If you say that, you're not being disrespectful. We don't know his name.
we really don't, you guys.
But that's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
We want to learn. This is a learning experience.
Exactly.
I'll definitely probably be like, oh, that guy looks familiar.
Yeah. So, and I heard there is a crossover with the leader of this band. I apologize. I think his name begins with a J. I can't remember from the top of my head, but Alight told me, Alight being from a fan of Highlight, that Highlight had taken him under his wing when he went solo. So that's as far as I know about newest. I don't know much about newest at all. And like you said, that's why we are here to learn about them. So, all right. Ready to watch this documentary, and
yay!
This is part 1. So.
And I want to give a thank you and a shout out to Naran, who made this documentary. So thank you. This was the newest request of choice. So we're going to start here. Yeah. We're going to learn a lot, which we will forget, guys. But then when we come back, we'll remember. Yeah. So, yes. Remember, be kind. It's our first time. Yeah. Here we are. All right. Let's check this out.
Let's go. Yes.
Sweet already.
Right. 2009.
Oh. Jonghyun, maybe that's the leader.
Mm. Oh, cuties.
Ah,
They're cute.
oh my gosh.
That's so cute.
실은 저희 뉴이스트가 다 지방 사람이에요. 저기저기서 모여왔거든요. 부산, 강릉, 제주도, LA
It
이렇게.
was interesting because like we knew no one in Seoul, like, we were just by ourselves. So it was
Yeah.
interesting, yeah. I think that's kind of what helped us get closer.
그 이제 데뷔 직전에 저희가 멤버들끼리 모여서 얘기를 한 적 있잖아요. 그때 뭐 서로 울면서 열심히 하자고 대박 나자고.
근데 진짜 이렇게 이런 날이 올 줄 몰랐죠.
맞아요.
근데 그때 진짜 너무 많이 울었어.
No. Oh wow.
타이틀곡 팬스는요, 네, 저희 뉴이스가 10대를 대변한 대변이 되어서 10대의 시각에서 바라본 사회에서 일어날 일들에 대해서 대변하고 있는 곡이거든요. 그래서 학교 폭력이나 그런 거에 대해서 저희가 전달하고 싶은 메시지를 담았어요, 가사에.
Nice.
네, 저는 그게 제일 가장 기억에 남았어요. 저희가 딱 데뷔하고 나서 멜론에 15위.
근데 저희 진짜 그날 와 기분이 진짜 날아갈 것 같아서 방방 뛰긴 했었어요. 야 미친 거 아니야? 우리가 어떻게 15위를
Aw. So soft.
Yeah.
Tell me, baby, where you at?
Wow, it's really different.
That's totally different.
Yeah.
Chinese music, Showtime News Time， 大家好，我们是 EST。
Oh wow. Oh, 10 months.
Rebirth.
정말 이번 앨범에 승부를 걸었어요.
좋은 성과가 있을까?
1위? 1위 하는 거. 이번 앨범은 정말 간절하게 좀 하고 싶어요.
For over a year, that's a long time for
Yeah, especially if no one's in the military.
Yeah.
Wow, in a year?
Wait, can you pause here really quickly?
Yeah.
A thought just crossed my head just before I forget. I wonder if they started seeing other bands during this time. Like 2PM did really, really well in Japan, you know, and so I don't know if many of you guys know, but and I'm sure many of you guys do, Japan is a really big market, you know, for music, you know, so you want to infiltrate that area as well. Not, I mean, everyone wants to be successful, you know, in the Western world, you know, as well, but you know, you also want to be very successful in Japan as well. And I'm wondering during this time period too, because like they probably saw how well EXO was doing too in China. So they're playing with different territories now, you know?
And they're both big markets, but they like stuff slightly differently.
Yeah. So it's very very interesting, you know, very different approach how they kind of halted like activities at, you know, pretty much their mainland to go over to Japan and China.
Instead
So
of doing those more as like, you know, one-off specials.
like supplemental, I guess.
Yeah,
You know,
supplemental is the perfect word.
Yeah, because like, you know, you really
it's in the universe, but it's not canon.
Yeah, yeah, because like ideally you want to win the affection, right, of your homeland first and then start spreading out, you know, branching out, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not always that way with some artists. Sometimes with some bands, like they garner that international sphere first before, you know, the Korean population tracks on, you know.
And that's happened everywhere. There's plenty of artists, particularly in like the 60s and 70s, who left America, went to Europe, got famous, came back, you know. So yeah, it definitely just depends.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Like a recent example would be ATs, you know, like they're really popular like internationally. And from what I was told, because I you know, obviously we're still getting to know ATs and stuff like that. But we were told that, you know, internationally, yeah, loved, you know, but you know, and you know, they weren't as popular in the Korean sphere in their homeland, you know, until like recently. So,
and isn't that interesting, right? Like if it's not somewhere where you really can feel the impact every day, it must be even harder to kind of imagine, you know.
Yeah, so this is very interesting where it's like you know, veering, you know, just seeing how
it seems like they tried a bunch of different things
because
like, they didn't feel like anything was working. But at the same time, for those of you who don't know, I'm Beth.
And I'm Tammy.
And both of us have or do work in the behind the scenes business side of entertainment. So I could see how maybe like, you know, they keep getting a new, you know, marketing manager or whatever. They keep changing the idea, but I always used to get upset when people would commit to something and then not see it all the way through and then kind of like let it peter out. And it's like, well, you didn't give it the full commitment anyway. So I don't know if that was happening, but I know that that could be frustrating for an artist too. You're like, wait, now we are doing rock because we're in Japan. Okay, now we're doing, you know, whatever because we're in China. I don't know. That'd be tough.
This is very interesting how already different road that they've taken.
I'm gonna go back a little bit so we could just see that. Here we go.
Yeah. 4 Japanese albums.
Right? Isn't that crazy? Oh, that's tough.
Ooh, that's so crazy.
Oh my gosh.
12 hours outside?
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
멤버들한테 하고 싶은 말이 있어서 한국말로 좀 썼는데요. 일단은 데뷔를 하기 전에 제가 각자 다른 곳에 살다가 만나서 지금까지 한 게 정말 많은 일들이 있었는데 기쁜 일도 있었고요. 슬픈 일도 있었고요. 정말 이 모든 걸 포기하고 싶을 정도로 힘든 일도 있었는데 늘 항상 같이 있을 때는 모르는데 제가 지금까지 이렇게 버틸 수 있었던 건 멤버들 덕분입니다. 그리고 저희가 처음으로 영상 안에서 부모님의 영상 편지를 보고
Sometimes that's all you need, just the members.
네, 정말 많은 생각들을 했어요. 부모님한테 아직 아무것도 저희가 해드린 게 없기 때문에 그것 때문에 미안해서 그렇고요. 뒤에서 응원해 주시는 걸 또 알고 있기 때문에 감사해서 그렇습니다. 그리고 정말 애들한테 미안한 게 예전에 제가 그래도 리더니까 나 한 번만 믿고 가자 이랬던 적이 있는데요. 그 말을 아직까지 못 지키고 있어요. 그래서 너무 미안하고요.
He's so hard on himself.
고맙습니다.
It's hard being a leader of a group.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the amount of stress that you take on, not just from negotiating with the company on behalf of your members, but yeah, think about it, you're the strong one. You're the one who's everyone turns to in a crisis. So,
And when something, negative happens, like you're expected to step up and be that rock, and
even if you do a good job, it might not work out.
Yeah, it's such a tough role to be in, and it's so heartbreaking.
I know, gosh.
It's so sad.
그럴 거면 내게 다가오지 마.
Oh, fans. Oh.
내 곁에 머물러요. 아직 어색한 이별은 내게 꿈일 것 같아서 조금 더 사랑해줘요. 날 밀어내지 마요. 애써 감추려고 더 시간에 한숨만.
Oh, JR would cry the most.
No.
Oh my gosh.
It's like you said about having the other members. You really need them. It'd be so much harder alone.
Yeah.
이렇게 한 자리에 모일 수 있게 해주셔서 너무 감사드리고 너무 안 지금 우리가 마지막으로 화이팅 한번 하죠.
하나, 둘, 셋.
뉴이스트
Oh, your face. No, I mean, Shinwa.
Yeah.
No.
God is from first gen. Shinwa is 1.5.
So these are guys who like grew up with this.
Yeah.
Those
These
are their
bands-
idols.
Yeah, these bands are from the 90s, you guys. So
Why'd you say it like that?
just give a timeline.
Okay, whatever.
Oh, good for them.
슬픔에서 구해낼 거야 널 위한 춤을 외워줄게 baby mama 먹힌 답답해도는 잊지 마요 네 뿐이야
That's so crazy.
너만 있다면 여기가 바로 my heaven
뉴이스트 앨범 및 슬로건 물품 판매합니다.
판매하지 마세요. 네. 간직.
간직해주세요.
네,
간직해주세요.
와우.
이거 다른 가수분들로 갈아탄 거죠?
그렇죠. 다시 돌아와. 간직해주세요.
왜
돌아와야 돼.
그렇게 직설적으로 얘기하면 백호 씨.
돌아와야 돼.
아, 그건 아닐 거예요.
되게 좀 서운하다. 그거.
진짜. 서운하긴 서운하다.
Okay, that is so pretty.
나의 사랑이야 내 사랑의 색을 입힌 painting painting 따라보게 풍경 같아
Wow, 3,000 copies, and none of the songs appeared on the digital charts.
That's so crazy.
3,000, that's
That's
hardly worth printing.
Yeah.
That really, really sucks. That would be devastating.
Yeah.
밤하늘은 그대로 물들었네 한 폭의 그림은
Oh man.
That's rough. And that's in 2019.
Right. And I feel like, 5 years you do start to question. You're like, okay, how much longer are we doing this?
Yeah.
Oh, poor guys though.
Yeah.
I mean, it seemed like they were trainees for at least 3 years before altogether.
Mm-hmm.
So that's at least 8 years that they put in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like this. It sounds great.
Yeah.
데뷔만 하면 정말 대박 날 줄. 제가 알던 그런 뭔가 슈퍼스타가 되는 줄 알았어요. 데뷔하면 정말 인기도 많고 콘서트도 하고, 이게 많이 힘들더라고요. 막 한 번은 정말 속상했던 적이 보통 요즘 아이돌 그룹분들이 팬 사인회를 많이 하는데 하면 너무 많은 분들 해드릴 수 없으니까 추첨을 통해 가지고 앨범 산 분들을 해드리는데 너무 경쟁력이 세다 보니까 막 저희는 100명 한정이었는데 오신 분이 70명밖에 안 되는 거예요. 4년 5년 됐을 때였어요. 그래서 저희가 활동하는 거에서도 뭔가 욕심을 내가지고 회사에 말씀도 못 드리겠고 그래가지고 많이 힘들어서.
I love how frank he is, though.
Yeah, I like how vulnerable they're being, how they're sharing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
See, this is the beauty of social media. This is the good side.
You can like start a movement.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or at least find out what happened.
I know, right? Put the pressure on the agency.
Yeah. Ooh.
As 101.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So they'd already been out for 5 years and they were competing against trainees.
Yeah.
And if they make it, they can't do newest.
Yeah. It's so crazy.
Yeah. Let's see. Wow.
Wow.
I mean, But why would you want to be on the show unless you felt like it was a really good opportunity you couldn't pass up?
Yeah.
Oh man,
Wow.
that must have been difficult for them though, because then they're actually competing against each other too.
Mm-hmm. That's rough.
말 그대로 뭐 대중분들께서는 망했다라고 하시는 분들도 있으시고 네, 회사에서도 그렇게 생각을 하시.
That's so sad. They should believe in them, you know?
숫자를 많이 내질 못했어요. 그래가지고 회사에도 이제 당당히 앨범을 내달라 라고 요구를 할 수도 없었고요.
이제 좀 진짜 끝이 보인다라고 생각을 했어요.
끝이 보인다는 건 어떤?
이제 뉴이스트가 이제 해체해야 할 날이 얼마 남지 않았구나라는 생각이 들었어요.
데뷔를 한지 이제 연차도 좀 됐잖아요. 근데 이제 이렇게 서바이벌 프로그램에 나가야 된다는 게 조금 좀 무서운 것 같아요. 누구랑 원래 경쟁을 하고 싶다는 생각을 안 해봤거든요.
It's crazy.
정말 오죽했으면 데뷔를 했는데도 여기를 나왔겠어요.
Right?
아직까지 저희의 꿈을 이루지 못했어요. 다들 같은 꿈을 꾸고 있잖아요. 꼭 이 프로그램을 통해서 꿈을 이루고 싶고 후회하지 않도록 열심히 할 생각입니다.
I bet.
Yeah.
Everyone's looking at them thinking, you should know what you're doing.
Yeah. Because they have a lot of experience, you know?
Mm-hmm. But this is completely different.
What? There was a lot of hatred towards Neelis. That's crazy.
I can't see how people would be like, they've already debuted. Why are they on here?
Yeah.
And that sucks because, like, obviously it's not their first option either, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that really sucks.
So basically, people were complaining that they're not on the same playing field because,
right?
Yeah, they're not.
And it's like, yeah,
real
they've had a lot of
trainees.
opportunities, but wow, what a tough spot.
Yeah.
So they probably couldn't
Crazy.
really connect with some of the other contestants either.
Yeah. They probably felt that they were privileged, you know?
Yeah.
And in reality, they weren't, you know?
They should be the most jaded. Yay!
A sexy bandit! Aww.
Cute.
Hey, the guy from AB6. No. So cute.
Aww.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Daniel Faye.
Mm-hmm. Aww. Wow. Wow, good for him.
Wow.
Cute.
Always smiling.
Yes. Flying Emperor. Amazing.
No.
Good. I heard a lot about the show.
Yeah. There's been a lot of seasons now, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Anxiety. All of them.
플레디스 황민현 연습생입니다.
프로듀스 오는 막방 때 많이 울었어요. 그때 같이 나왔던 멤버들, 친구들이 그래도 한두 명은 함께 할 수 있을 줄 알았는데 제가 먼저 불리고 이제 막 4등까지 갔는데 무조건 데뷔할 것 같은 게 남아있는데 근데 저희 멤버도 남아있는 거예요. 결국 11등까지 다 불리고 저 혼자 거기 의자에 앉아있고 3명이 앞에 서가지고 웃고 있는데 그럴 때 뭔가 너무 그 6년 동안 함께 고생한 게 계속 떠오르면서 혼자만 이렇게 데뷔하는 게 너무 미안하고 하만 눈물 너무 나가지고
So
진짜
tough.
한 5년, 6년 만에 펑펑 울었던 것 같아요.
그리고 6년 동안 같이 했던 멤버들한테
Aww. Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah. Wow. Oh, good.
Oh,
Oh.
that's so sweet. Oh, and of course he couldn't promote.
I know, for a year and a half. What a turning point.
Yeah. Sometimes it's all about timing.
Yeah. Newest debut.
W예요. 뉴이스트 W는 뭡니까?
W는요 웨이트의 약자고요. 웨이트. 저희가 한 명이 없잖아요. 그래서.
Oh, that is so cute.
아련한 멋있다. 혹시 민현이가 솔로 할까봐? 예.
I thought that this was a totally different group.
가사를 작업을 할
Right.
그 생각을 많이 했었던 것 같아요. 여기 이제 저희 원래 5명이지만 여기 없는 친구를 기다리시는 팬분들도 많으셔서 그 팬분들한테 위로가 되라고 이제 위로되는 말들.
Oh.
기분이 되게 이상해요 지금. 차트 순위도 되게 좋더라고요. 저희 오늘 발매한 게.
맞아요.
네, 그래서 그것도 뭔가
Look at that big smile.
기도 하고.
사실 음원이 공개됐을 때
Oh.
조금 놀랐어요. 너무 반응을 생각했던 것보다 좋게 해주셔가지고 진짜 너무 감사드리고 진짜 6년 동안 많은 일이 있었는데 그래도 힘내서 잘 달려준 멤버들이 너무나 감사하고
그동안 저희 멤버들, 제 동생들 이렇게 잘 챙겨주셔서 너무 감사드리고요. 끝까지 이렇게 견뎌주셔서 감사드리고요.
와우.
아무렇지 않아 매일 나를 속이고 잊을 수 없다면 기억하고 싶어
Real time all kill. What?
Wow.
That's awesome.
너를 찾아서 뛰어봐도 내 방안 원해 매일 더
Good for them.
And composed by Baekhyun.
Yeah.
네, 진짜 얘기를 제대로 못 하겠더라고요. 거기 위에서 서 있는데 다리에 힘이 풀려가지고 서 있기도 좀 그랬는데
음악 방송에서 꼭 한번 1위 하고 싶습니다.
좋을 것 같아요.
네, 좋을 것 같아요. 하면 엄청 울 것 같아요, 제가.
울 것 같다고요?
네, 다 올 것 같아요. 네.
맞아요.
다 올 것 같아요, 네.
저희가 그거래요. 데뷔 후 최장시간 첫 1위래요. 6년 만에 1위를 한 가수가 없는 거죠. 그 전에 다 해서 이렇게 되거나.
이렇게 확 진짜 이게 우리가 1위를 했구나라는 생각이 약간 그꿈 같은 느낌이더라고요.
Wow, did you see that? A year ago, this group was ranked 225th. Now they're number 1.
That's so crazy.
USW
Bring that leaf.
그냥 뭔가 나는 좀 신세계를 경험하는 그런 활동이었던 것 같아. 뭐 우리 그러니까 처음 잃었던 게 너무 많잖아 이번 활동.
So it did really help them.
I was gonna say, nice beat.
없으니까 기억을 걷는 이곳에 차라리 날 가둬줘 데자부
꿈을 그래도 비교적 현실적으로 가져야겠다라고 생각을 했었어요. 네. 그래서 이제 차근차근 꿈꿔 나가고 있는데요. 네, 이제 이 꿈을 이뤘잖아요, 저희가. 그래서 다른 꿈을 또 꿀 수 있게 됐습니다.
항상 옆에서 힘이 돼주는 우리 멤버들.
Wow, look at that huge
항상
venue.
옆에서 제일 힘이 많이 됐었던 것 같아요. 가족 같고 이제 친구 같고 진짜 너무나 이 자리를 비롯해서 예전에 약속을 하나 했었는데 그거를 지킬 수 있게 된 것 같아서 너무나 기쁘고 멤버들 너무나 고맙습니다.
친구도 아니고 가족.
Oh, I love that.
없었더라면 과연 제가 이 자리에 있을까라는 생각도 들고 없죠. 네. 진짜 했는데. 네.
No, we're really close. Like honestly, like I can like say it with confidence. Like I feel like we're closer than like 99%. Because I guess like teamwork is very important. Because trust me, we are like a team. Like, because like we don't even think about it. Like we're the same team. Like we're brothers. You know what I mean?
근데 저희는 그룹이잖아요. 그래서 뭔가 힘들어도 다 같이 힘드니까 뭔가 혼자 있는 것보다는 나 나랑 똑같은 친구가 옆에 있다. 뭐 그러는 마음으로도 네, 좀 충분한 것 같아요.
진짜 뉴이스트하길 잘한 것 같아요.
학창 시절로 돌아간다면은
네.
뭐가 될 건지.
네.
약간 뉴이스트라고 다들 잘. 저희는 말해줘. 그렇죠. 그죠. 네. 저는 만약에 학창 시절로 돌아가게 된다면은 뉴이스트가.
혹시 그 뉴이스트가 됐을 것 같은 그 이유가
진짜
팬 여러분들이 궁금해하실 것 같아요. 그 이유가 뭔가요?
저는 지금 뉴이스트로서 살아가는 게 너무 행복하고요.
네.
그리고 뉴이스트가 안 됐다면 뭘 하고 있을지 정말 막막하고. 네. 저는 이 삶이 너무 좋아요. 아, 좋네요.
아마 형이 제일 많이 힘들었을 거예요. 네.
6년, 7년.
어.
8년 동안 누구보다 고생한 우리 멤버들. 항상 옆에서 큰 힘을 줘서 너무 고맙고 너희가 내 멤버라서 나는 너무 행복하다. 네. 제가 복을 받은 것 같아요, 여러분. 네. 앞으로도 끝까지 하자, 우리.
No.
떨어지는 걸 두려워하지 않는 게 제일 좋아. 최선을 다하기만 하면 돼. 그러면 언젠가는 알아주는 사람들이 와. 너무 걱정하지 마. 잘 될 거야. 지금처럼만 쭉 하면 돼. 그러면 더 잘하게 되고 더 잘하게 되고 더 잘하게 될 거야.
No. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh.
Aww.
Wow.
Rated by Protect Newest. Oh.
No. This is awesome. I love that it was the fandom.
Mm-hmm.
That's so awesome.
Wow, that didn't feel like 28 minutes at all.
No, not at all. Wow, what a big difference. Obviously, this was a very good choice.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Wow. What I love about these members, I mean, unfortunately, they're not together anymore, but they're so raw and candid about their feelings. you know?
Yeah. And about what they've been through and how tough it has been.
Which is very important, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, you know, especially like for me, like living, you know, being Asian, obviously, you know, growing up in a very traditional household, you know, you're not allowed to really like express your feelings, you know. In fact, you know, crying could be a sign of weakness, you know. Which obviously I don't believe in, you know, but it was frowned upon, you know. So when I see these guys go through all these like emotions, waves of emotions and stuff like that, it's really nice to see that, you know, quite honestly, just being really open and vulnerable, you know, because it could be taboo. You know?
Right?
Yeah.
Well, and even in the Western world, it's not quote unquote cool to want something that bad, you know, but these guys are literally crying, sweating, bleeding, trying to make their dream happen. And I mean, 5 years, you know, there was a lot of people being like, it's too late, forget it.
Yeah.
you know? So it's so much harder when no one believes in you but you.
It's so crazy to me that, like, you know, the agency, you know, okay, agency is, you know, obviously paying for their costs and stuff like that when a song is made and stuff like that, right? Like, they're supposed to be there for you and support you, you know, in theory, you know, in whatever you do. And even then, you know, it felt like they lost that fire with them too, you know. And it's just so
maybe that's
sad.
also how they ended up in other countries, you know what I mean? Like, it's hard to promote, like, it's hard to get the right promotion, like you said, if people don't believe in you, or, you know, maybe it's not that, but they're not that into it, or, you know. I mean, these guys are obviously super talented.
Oh gosh,
they
yeah.
And I bet you they made this show a better experience, it sounds like, for some of the other trainees on there who, you know, could use the benefit of, like, even that tiny bit of wisdom. Sure, there were only, you know, 50 people there, but hey, you did it.
Yeah.
You know, so I love the fact that they didn't, to everyone who was worried they would have like some sort of advantage, that was, you know, information that they were proud to share and happily gave away for nothing.
Yeah, their ego didn't take over them. You know, it sounded like they were very humble. They were very loved.
And they could have been
others.
like, ugh, I don't do that. I had debuted 5 years ago. But it doesn't sound, like they were like jerky seniors.
Yeah.
They were desperate for this to work.
Yeah.
You know?
And they took some of these trainees under their wing, you know, which is like really sweet, you know.
Yeah.
And although, you know, Min Hyun, you know, was the only one who made it in, it's just this shows like how much you want something and you go for it, you know, and you don't give up. You know, like you just keep going, you know.
Well, and it's definitely a reminder, like, these guys, it was able to happen for them kind of more than once, you know, like, to get the attention, like, but at the same time, if you don't, it's luck, it's opportunity, it's having what you need at that moment. It's all the things, unfortunately.
And like you said too, timing is everything.
Yeah.
You know. So, but
it's a reminder also of all the people that get cut from those shows. They could be just as good.
Yeah, exactly. Ugh, that's a great reminder. You know,
I mean, I'm just saying.
That is such a great reminder.
How many people are on these shows? You know, like 30 people.
Yeah.
Only like 10 guys get in.
And yeah, I mean, which is a great, you know, what word am I trying to say? Which is a great
just don't forget that perspective. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because I was there's a certain word that I wanted to use and I'm blanking out because I got geriatric for a second, but moral. Why can I not? Wow. That a very long time just to say that. Wow. Like, this is a good moral to the story, you know, like, even though, you know, you failed to go and, you know, debut in this other group, you know, you're absolutely right. You know, like, you could blossom into something else. It's not the end of the road, you know. There's something out there that could be potentially better for you, you know. That's why you don't give up, you know. You keep going, you know. You want that goal, keep going for it, you know. Like, just do it, you know.
And it makes me wonder if guys, the time this video was filmed, Peak Time, a TV show, had already happened. But doesn't Peak Time, the whole premise kind of feels like what happened to Newest? You know, to find a band that had debuted and had maybe simmered but not like really hit it big, and see if you could reintroduce them to the public. I mean, at least in the Western world, guys, we love a comeback. We love a comeback more than someone making
Right.
it the first time. Like,
Yes.
we love
We
it
love that-
so much more if you lose everything and then make it again.
Yeah, that comeback kid, you know?
So, you know, there is something really like timeless because we've all been this person who were like, I'm working so hard and nothing is going right. So when things finally click, just magic. And I also love the fact that it seems like the more involved they got, you know, all of that helped them. Even though maybe they didn't sell a lot of units or they weren't charting, they were able to explore and learn and do whatever they wanted in a weird way because because the fan base was a little smaller.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. There's good sides and bad sides to all of it. Of course, obviously, you want everyone to love everything you do.
Yeah.
But you do have a little more freedom, I feel like, when everyone's not waiting for you to make the exact same album that you made 2 years ago.
Yeah. Oh man.
So, I don't know. Interesting.
And yeah, I had no idea about newest debut, like what it meant. I've seen the band name before, but I was just like, oh, it means newest waiting. That is so cute.
That's really freaking cute. I totally just assumed it was like, I don't know, NTC, NTCU, NTC 127, NTC Dream. I was like, I don't know. And for all I know, Newest has a lot of people. Yeah. And that this is a subunit. But I love that it was just, we're just missing one guy.
Yeah.
And he's in another band. He'll be back.
Yeah.
I think that's really, really cute. And I really felt for that guy too, because it's like survivor's guilt, right? How can you be happy that you made it? This is exactly what you wanted, but
you can't enjoy it because your brothers are left behind in the dust, you know? And you wanted them to come along with you.
Yeah. I mean, he must have been thrilled that there was interest again and that people want to do music because, you know, that's the best thing. Good, we're all doing well.
But I also felt bad for him too because he missed out on a lot of memories, you know,
right?
with them as well.
A lot of fun memories, good memories, not the sad ones.
Yeah, like good memories. Yeah,
and he worked hard.
Yeah,
for those, you know.
Yeah.
Hopefully he made his own good memories, but yeah, I love their connection to each other. It's really, you can really see why in this environment it makes sense to be in teams. It's easier to navigate when you have people you can count on for sure, no matter what.
Yeah, and I love the fact that I believe Aaron said this, like, they're not just like, they're not friends anymore. They're really family and they're super close, you know? Yeah. So, I mean, that's so awesome to hear, you know?
Right. They probably lived with each other they've lived in at least 3 countries with each other.
Yeah.
That's a lot. If you can get through moving to 3 different countries, learning 3 new languages, come on, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. Seriously,
at least for
right?
Aaron from LA.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure that's not the way he thought he'd see the world either. Mm-hmm. I mean, that must be tough too. You're so far away from your family. What are you doing it for?
Yeah.
You know, you have to really believe that it's going to work out.
Yeah.
I'm glad these guys did.
Yeah. Ugh. I'm glad it worked out for them, you know?
Mm-hmm. Even if it was only for a little while, you know, even cherishing one amazing year on top.
Yeah.
I mean, can't compare to never having it, right?
Mm-hmm. And it's crazy to me. I love that you rewound to that spot where they said a year ago they were ranked 225 and now they rose to number 1. Come back, kid story, you know?
Right? Who doesn't love something like that? You know, It's like how every now and then someone at like Wimbledon at tennis or something, they'll be like, oh, last year they were 154th. This year they're in the final.
Yeah.
Like, who?
Yeah, exactly.
And I like that an interesting thing about being on this show where they had to compete against each other is they all got to shine as individuals.
Mm-hmm.
So at first that must have been really hard.
Yeah.
You know, but then at the same time, they still had the support of the other guys, even if they were competing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, wow, so much going on.
Wow.
Again, just another interesting behind the scenes perspective on this industry and how it's changed so much.
It has.
I mean, these guys are referencing Shinhwa, so
yeah, I know, 90s band.
well, and we know these guys have it so much different than 5th gen.
Yeah, like 90s is totally different from early 2000s,
right?
Mid 2010s.
In the 90s, even if you were successful, did you stay in a band longer than 5 years? I mean,
Shinhwa and
Shinhwa
G.O.D.
still, yeah, those are the two examples they use. But
those bands are an anomaly, you know.
I mean, most of the 2nd gen, or let's say most of the 1st gen bands, are they still together?
No.
Yeah.
So
if you think about it, these guys are in the generation where they're like, we want to stay together. We want to make this work for as long as possible.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like still a new concept.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Oof.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like Ren looks really familiar to me. I'm sure somebody will tell me he was in a K-drama.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe K-drama.
Right? Yes. He looks so familiar. But yeah, this was super interesting. I'm always glad to learn more about them. And you know what? This honestly also sounds like they would be good at like behind the scenes stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, coaching and talent scouting and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's always nice just to like have more options. It's not the same, but still, like sometimes you don't need to leave the industry, but maybe you're just not going to end up in that position.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But this seems like, I mean, I can't even imagine. Can you imagine even 1 year of being like the absolute top of your game would be so much fun.
I know.
That was a lot of award shows, okay?
Yeah. And their names being called out several times. You know?
After literally you've spent 6 years being told it's not going to happen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it must make it so much sweeter.
Yeah.
I'm glad they could stick it out.
I know, right? No.
No.
Wow, we learned so much about Newest, and I have to say, some of the clips of the songs that we heard, though, like I was like, "What's wrong with this song? It's good."
Right?
Like,
especially the ones where they're like, "This sold 3,000 copies." I was like, "Really?
Like, what?
I like this one.
I know this song's good." Okay.
Again, marketing, timing.
Yeah.
Who else had something out?
Yeah.
You know, all those tiny details that seem like the suits are doing nothing, but they actually need to be doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is super interesting. I'll definitely be checking out some of their music for sure.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for watching this documentary with us. We hope you enjoyed it a lot. And thank you again to Astrid for bringing this documentary to our attention. There is a part 2. We will be watching that as well. And if you guys like this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we are Mala. And we will see you guys next time.
안녕.